Welcome to the Asshole Book Club. I've been gone for like 2 weeks because I got like a crazy cold or the flu, whichever. Today, what? 1 second. Today I'm gonna be doing some RPG horror stories. And if anyone was actually watching the Catwoman series, let me know how you feel about like maybe setting up scheduled live streams because the chapters are just too long for me to like have the space on my phone to edit them. So a live stream would be more convenient for me. All right. We have D&D player freaks out at a DM for running an anime themed game. Edgelord player constantly goes against what the party wants. Uh Player revamps his character only to kill the campaign by doing nothing. I'm looking for ones that are somewhat short because some of these can be very, very long for no reason. Like sometimes you gotta get to the meat of the story, you know? You don't always have to provide 12 pages of in game context because all you're doing is just telling people about the game. Which is fine, but this is RPG horror stories. I'm sure there's a separate subreddit if you just want to tell people about your game. Alright, this one is called DM Went Mask Off. This literally happened an hour ago. Posted 3 days ago by Nakama Michelle. Nakama Michelle? For background, it's hard for me to commit to a time when most games are run. So, play by post by post, is the way I'm usually able to play. Someone advertises a PvP game in an interesting modern day setting. I reach out to the DM and he quickly gets a group together. All four of us like playing together, we have fun characters, and we all do well together as a time. At the time, or I don't know. As a time, it says. Fast forward to tonight. I make a self-depreciating joke about my own character. The DM then makes his own joke at her expense. I comment that I laughed, but I would rather he not make those jokes. Then he said he jokes, that's what he does. Racist jokes, women jokes, Jew jokes, gay jokes, all the jokes. Uh-huh. He hates everyone equally. We all try uncomfortably laughing it off until he starts going off on not being able to offend people anymore, and how he should be able to be proud to be white. Yep, all four players left real quickly. Yikes. The thing about comedy is, you know, a lot of people can tell when it's being used to disguise the real thing. So if you're making racist jokes, a lot of people can tell that you're actually just racist and you're trying to hide behind the "it's just a joke" line. Same with all the other types of offensive jokes. Like, there's a way to do it that might be funny. Take Mel Brooks, for example. A lot of his work featured like racist and anti-Semitic comedy, and a lot of his movies and stuff were really funny. But the difference is that Mel Brooks made those types of jokes as a Jewish man in an attempt to take away the power that racism and anti-Semitism had. He wasn't actually a racist man, and, he didn't actually have those beliefs. beliefs. He just put a lot of that into his comedy because he wanted to show people how ridiculous all of that was. All right, next story. Uh, let's go for a medium one this time, since that one was very short. Paid service brings out the freaks. I actually had a very interestingly long comment about someone who was very offended at the fact that I don't think random people should be getting paid to host D&D games. Like, in a way, I can see that it is a service, but this person compared just some rando deciding to charge people, or even his friends, for a D&D game to people who put on a professional show like Critical Role and whatnot. And yeah, there is a significant difference between the two, and I don't feel that I need to explain what that is. Like, most people should be able to figure that out. I actually had a DM quit a campaign he was running like 5 sessions in by telling every player that from now on they had to play to be a part of the campaign that they were already a part of. And surprisingly, that entire group fell apart because turns out no one wants to pay their friend who volunteered to run a game to run the game that they volunteered to run. All right, that little rant aside, this was posted 20 hours ago by Wonderful Way 1975, titled Paid Service Brings Out the Freaks. Not that I'm surprised. I figured wading into startplaying.com, I would have to contend with horrors. I put up adventures in Middle-earth Mirkwood campaign. I did get a request to run the game, but it was an individual looking to play solo. Now, I'm not opposed to running games solo. I have been successful with pulp, sword, and sorcery sessions with at least one player who came back for more. But Middle-earth, for a sweeping campaign? No way. Said I couldn't do it. So they made it worth my while. I start asking about expectations. What do they expect, etc. Yes, that's what expectations means. First, they said they wanted to keep it PG-13. Easy, it was Middle-earth. Their experience with the trilogy was the movies. If they were okay with the level of violence in the movies, the game would be quite tame in comparison. Next, they wanted to know if they would get a sidekick. I said absolutely. You will need another character you can trust to watch your back. Did they want a ranger or a Mirkwood elf to be their companion? They responded with a picture. So far communication is limited to text. The new players said The new player said they did not have a laptop to play, but they did have a laptop to play, but they could not use the video because it was a work computer. Odd. What time zone are you in? +7 I get. Australia? Pacific Rim? Yeah, I don't know what +7 means. Now the picture. Now the freak is off Discord. I can't show you the pictures. Damn. Okay. Well, it's an adolescent anime girl, slightly elven, a dime a dozen. I had sent over some quick AI illustrations of rangers, elves, etc. So a child was a little off-putting. Now they want to know how their character can grow. Well, by earning experience points. No, I want to grow taller. Find some Ents. Mary and Pip had a few draughts of Ent water and started to grow? I guess that was in the books. I don't remember those two growing, but I only saw the movies. I need to be more specific, they say, and they send over another pic. And we have arrived at the horror. Giant blonde anime, blondes in miniskirt, panties revealed, cringe, cringe, cringe. A male figure was in the image, also just to make sure I understood what growth meant. I have a few theories, but nothing I need to get into, and I was so freaked out I blocked the user immediately from my feed. Fuck that noise. Oh, I forgot. They started saying I was an AI, that my answers sounded like an AI. I was about to bail, but I stuck around long enough to try and figure out what the creep was talking about. Alright, so this isn't phrased very well, but I can assume. Okay, hold on. The person in a person in the comments says, "Did you have problems reading this? Me too. Here's a TLDR." So thank you, Dark Jester 89. I will read that because that was kind of a jumble. The used up, if I can read at all. The user signed up for Start Playing to run a paid adventure in a Middle Earth campaign and received a request from someone wanting to play solo. Initially open to the idea, they discussed expectations such as keeping the game PG-13 and having a sidekick. However, red flags emerged when the player, communicating only via text, sent an anime-style image of a young elf-like girl as their envisioned companion. When asked about character growth, they clarified they meant physical growth and sent increasingly inappropriate images, culminating in a disturbing revelation. The user immediately blocked them, disgusted by the interaction. Lesson: advertise your games and screen your players better. Thank you, Dark Jester. Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna get creeps with online play. In any game. That's just how the internet goes, you know? You always have someone in there who enjoys the animes where there's a character who looks like an 8-year-old, but they're actually 1,000, so it's not creepy when everyone starts trying to bang them. But it is creepy, and it always will be creepy. And those story choices are made by creepy people. End of story. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please like and subscribe if you feel like it. And yeah, that's about it. Have a good day, everyone. I will see you later.